Hello, welcome back. Today I am at Amache, the Japanese internment camp in Colorado. We're actually in southeastern Colorado, almost at the Kansas border. And this trip might be a little emotional for me as I am half Japanese. My mom's side of the family is Japanese, and I actually brought my mom and my 96-year-old Japanese grandma here, and none of us have been here before, so this will be the first time we're here to check things out. So we're gonna check out the site and the cemetery.
Amache, also known as a Granada relocation center, was one of 10 incarceration sites established by the War Relocation Authority during World War II to unjustly incarcerate Japanese Americans. Over 10,000 people, most American citizens, were incarcerated at Amache from 1942 to 1945. Japanese Americans who were forcibly removed from their communities on the West Coast under the provisions of Executive Order 9066 by President Franklin D. Roosevelt, following the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. The camp's unofficial name quickly became Camp Amache, named after a Cheyenne chief's daughter, Amache Powers. At its peak population in 1943, Amache housed 7,310 incarcerees, making it the 10th largest city in Colorado at the time. Colorado Governor Ralph Lawrence Carr was one of the few to welcome the Japanese Americans and the only governor not to oppose the establishment of a WRA camp in his state, going against the anti-Japanese sentiment of the times. Though the original buildings associated with the incarceration site were removed or demolished after Amache closed in 1945, Amache represents one of the most intact examples of a World War II incarceration site. The original building foundations and the historic road network are still visible on the landscape today. The Amache site also includes a historic cemetery, a monument, and several reconstructed and restored structures from the camp era. Amache is largely intact today due to preservation efforts over the years by the town of Granada, Amache Preservation Society, former incarcerees and their descendants, and other individuals and organizations dedicated to enhancing the public's understanding of Amache's significance. On May 18, 1994, Amache was listed on the National Register of Historic Places and designated a National Historic Landmark on February 10, 2006. On March 18, 2022, the Amache National Historic Site Act was signed into law by President Joseph Biden, designating Amache National Historic Site as a new park in the National Park System.
They do have one restored barrack that we can go in and see what it looks like. Sorry for the wind, guys. It is really windy out here. Check out one of these rooms. Yeah, so the sign was saying that a family of 7 or less would be in one of these rooms. They just had one light bulb, a single closet with no door, like a coal heater, and some cots and wool blankets. And that was it. It's pretty hard to imagine a family of 6 in here. And they also had smaller units for single men or couples without children. So they would look, similar to us, just smaller if you didn't have kids or you're single. It's 90 degrees outside today, and yeah, just walking in here is pretty hot, so I can't even imagine what it was like living out here in the summer in these quarters with that many people. Oh, I'm already hot. And I'm sure in winter it was just freezing. So also going to look in this end unit down here. Kind of looks a little different. Chairs in it, but yeah, just very simple rooms. Oh, here's a example of the cot and the coal heater. So just imagine having 6 or 7 cots, coal heater, you get that closet, and there's your one light bulb. This is pretty much it. Yeah, I think I would want to spend a lot of time outside. And unfortunately, it's a pretty desertous place, so there wasn't a lot to do outside either. And this whole area was just full of barracks. And there's a little guard tower over there. Alright, here is the Amache Cemetery. So let's go check it out. I was reading the sign that said most deaths here, most of them were cremated and placed in urns. And then after the war, a lot of the remains were relocated, so there's only 9 remaining burials here. So we'll go check those out. And they made this area really nice with trees and actual grass. It looks quite different from the rest of the desert. Very cool to see all those coins and rocks on each grave. They said most of the people that died here were, really young infants or elderly. And they also have a memorial here. It says Amache remembered. dedicated to the 31 patriotic Japanese Americans who volunteered from Amache and dutifully gave their lives in World War II, to the approximately 7,000 persons who were relocated at Amache, and to the 120 who died there during this period of relocation, August 27th, 1942, October 15th, 1945. Then on the side, it's the 31 names of those who served. We call it the honor roll. And there's also lots of coins here. Looks like they have a nice garden area and a flagpole. And they also have this little structure in here. And it looks like it was a memorial in here just for everyone, for all the 120 people that died here. You can see it's in Japanese. It says September 1945 on it. And people have left lots of rocks in here. Hope you enjoyed that video and getting to see Amache, the Japanese internment camp in Colorado. Please like and subscribe for some more videos, and I'll see you at the next grave. Thanks.